Gentlemen, you are not failing with women because you're weak or boring or incapable. You are failing because you are loyal to rules that were never real, and it's not your fault. So today we're looking at the rules smart men follow that keep high-value women hooked. They work because they are based on one critical truth. Biology doesn't care about rules, and facts don't care about feelings. Welcome or welcome back to Just the Tip. This video isn't polite or politically correct or even comforting. It's not designed to protect feelings or to control or manipulate women, but to give you the power to attract them naturally. How does attraction actually work? Fellas, you were taught rules by movies to glorify persistence while ignoring the biology of attraction. Taught by people who lived in a dating era where couples stayed together because of pressure or reputation or limited options, not desire. Rules that sound moral, safe, and reasonable, but never explain power or polarity or emotional leverage. You were told to be patient, consistent, understanding, communicate more, give her time, show you care. You think if you do all of that long enough, attraction will happen. No. That belief ruins men by making them ignore instincts when it's one-sided. Attraction doesn't show up because you endured or waited or proved how good of a man you are. Yes, some of that is important, but not without other critical traits. Most men learn too late, and assumptions have sabotaged desire at its core. No one told you your effort without standards destroys attraction. No one warned you that explaining yourself lowers leverage, which is needed for desire. And no one explained why the man who tries the hardest often loses. So you give more, sacrifice more, tolerate more, and without even realizing it, you teach women how little it takes to keep you invested without respect. Well, that stops today. Let's look at the 9 rules smart men follow. Number 1, he never tries to earn attraction. This rule can destroy men emotionally when they learn it too late because it invalidates years of conditioning you were praised for, and it's, again, not your fault. Most men believe attraction works like a moral scoreboard. Be loyal, patient, supportive, available. Eventually, she'll want you, right? Wrong. Attraction doesn't reward effort alone. It responds to value, boundaries, and self-respect. Just the tip. The moment a man tries to earn attraction, he signals his worth depends on being chosen. When approval comes from the goal, attraction instantly starts leaking. This is where many men get confused. They did everything right. They showed up when others disappeared. They listened when others dismissed. They stayed consistent when others were unpredictable. Yet she still lost interest. Not because kindness is bad, but because neediness hides inside effort when standards are missing. Effort without selectivity communicates you will stay regardless of how you are treated. Key point, your self-respect is necessary for her attraction. Attraction can't survive where consequences don't exist. Positive scenario. Let's say you show interest without urgency. You invite without chasing. You invest without overextending or tracking emotional return. Your life stays full, your identity stays intact, and you enjoy her presence, but you do not revolve around her reactions. She feels chosen, not responsible for maintaining your emotional state. Attraction grows because you are not auditioning or waiting to be validated. Negative scenario. You overtext, overexplain, overgive. You fear losing her. You avoid tension. You avoid saying no. You don't rock the boat even when something really bothers you. She feels the imbalance, even if she can't articulate it. She may not say anything, or she may start testing you. She may even continue to accept your effort, but her attraction is dying. Example, let's say you plan dates, you follow up, you check in. That's not bad, but when she pulls back just a little bit, you respond by doing even more. That is bad. She responds by doing less. You do more. Eventually, she says she doesn't feel the spark anymore. And then you wonder what the heck happened and think women are impossible. Well, her sexual attraction responds to your self-respect, not your self-sacrifice. The next rule, most men resist because it forces them to confront their attachment and fear of loss. Rule number 2, he's willing to walk away even when he likes her. Men believe walking away means losing. No, it doesn't. Walking away means you were never powerless to begin with. Just the tip, a man who does not possess the willingness to walk away has no leverage. The man who stays, no matter what, teaches her that his boundaries are flexible, and flexible boundaries invite disrespect. The willingness to walk away isn't manipulation, it's self-respect. And key point, if she can feel that willingness, even if you don't ever say it, especially when you don't need to say it because you feel it, it communicates your presence is optional, not guaranteed. And attraction only exists where choice exists. Positive scenario. Let's say you address an issue calmly, directly. You don't threaten, dramatize, or plead. If the behavior continues, you disengage. She adjusts or she doesn't. Either outcome protects you. Negative scenario. Let's say you stay and negotiate. You explain again. You tolerate more. You hope her behavior will change simply because you've invested too much to leave. It rarely does because tolerance teaches people what they can get away with. Example, she dismisses your concerns. You explain how it made you feel. She does it again. You explain again. Eventually, she leaves. Well, you teach her how to treat you by what you reward or allow. The man who cannot walk away has already lost. The next rule smart men follow collides head-on with male biology. Rule number 3, he does not rescue, fix, or stabilize her. Okay, so men are born to protect, fix, and rescue. That instinct destroys attraction when it replaces romantic partnership with parenting. Just like mother mode kills lover mode, so does dad mode. Just the tip. Caretaking creates safety, but it alone does not create desire. When a man takes responsibility for a woman's emotional stability, he becomes a parent, not a romantic partner. And while caretakers are valued, caring isn't the main ingredient for sexual desire. Polarity is. Positive scenario. You listen without absorbing, support without fixing, unless asked, and you support her autonomy. She feels safe and attracted, not parented. Negative scenario. You try to manage her moods. You carry her anxiety. You try to stabilize her chaos while letting your own life slide into shambles because of it. She feels relief, not desire. Desire disappears when you act like her therapist or daddy, not her man. You know what I mean? Example, you calm her every time she spirals, even though you should be at work. You talk her down repeatedly, even when she's emotionally abusive to you. She feels regulated, but desire disappears. Key point, attraction requires your self-respect. Now, if these rules feel uncomfortable, that's actually really good because men aren't taught how attraction actually works. They're taught how to be agreeable, accommodating, and emotionally available at all costs, like little boys with their mommies. So let's go even deeper and look at how attraction is preserved by standards. Rule number 4, beep to make it emphatic. Yes, emphatic. Yeah. He limits emotional disclosure early. Okay, this rule directly contradicts modern dating advice. Men are constantly told to open up early, to be emotionally transparent, and to show emotional vulnerability right away. That advice skips a critical step. Just the tip. Vulnerability only works when it's paired with emotional control. Sharing feelings isn't the problem. Leading with insecurity is. When a man exposes confusion or fear or emotional dependence before trust in his ability to handle his problems is established, he doesn't create closeness. He creates pressure. Mother mode kills lover mode. Emotionally healthy women do not feel safe with men who are emotionally unmanaged. They feel safe with men who can feel without being ruled by those emotions. Bad boys don't get to keep keepers because, key point, emotionally healthy women need stimulation, yes, but also safety. Positive scenario. You share selectively. You speak from clarity, not fear and confusion. You share just the tip of your depth gradually, not all at once. She feels there's more to discover. She's emotionally captivated, not emotionally weighed down. Attraction deepens when she feels your stability under that openness. Negative scenario. You overshare early. You vent constantly. You seek reassurance. You make her the container for your anxiety. Now, she may listen and even comfort you, but attraction is slipping away because emotional leadership has collapsed. Example, you open up about a past hurt that hasn't healed, about fears of being abandoned in all your relationships, about how much you like and need her. At first, she says she appreciates your honesty, but you feel a shift in her. Days or even weeks later, she starts pulling away. You either don't know what happened or you assume she can't handle vulnerability. The truth is much simpler. She lost attraction because weak vulnerability replaced strong vulnerability. You're going to want to watch that video next. Emotional depth does attract. Emotional instability repels. Okay, the next rule alone could save men years of confusion. Rule number 5, he doesn't reward mixed signals. Mixed signals aren't mystery or chemistry. They're information. Just the tip. When interest is sincere, behavior is consistent. When interest is uncertain, behavior is ambiguous. Smart men do not chase ambiguity. Ambiguity is a straight up no. Positive scenario. Her effort matches yours. Communication stays steady. When consistency drops, you match her effort. No games, no confrontation, no passive aggressive punishing, and definitely no chasing. She either comes back or she fades out. Both outcomes protect you. Negative scenario. Her replies slow down. Plans become vague. You respond by increasing effort, chasing her for clarity, and rationalizing her inconsistency. She keeps you emotionally invested while putting the brakes on her side. Example, she says she likes you, but never initiates communication. She enjoys attention, but avoids solid plans or cancels last minute. You keep showing up, she keeps you as an option. Key point, confusion isn't a challenge, it's a warning. Okay, so the next one triggers outrage in men who confuse self-sacrifice with love. Rule number 6, he prioritizes his life over her emotions. A man without direction becomes emotionally available but unattractive. Just the tip. Purpose creates polarity. Polarity creates attraction. When a man centers his life around a woman's moods, he stops being a lover and becomes an emotional tampon. Positive scenario. Let's say your life stays full. Your goals stay intact. The relationship fits into your life. This maintains your standing as the high-value man she's naturally attracted to. She feels chosen, not responsible for you. Women need this. Negative scenario. You cancel plans to keep her happy. Adjust constantly to her emotional state. Your world shrinks along with her perceived value of you. Example. You stop seeing your friends or you abandon healthy routines. She says you've changed. What she really means is you lost your direction. No matter what a woman says, she's missing what she originally signed up for. Key point. If you bait and switch, she will bow out and slip away. The next rule is deeply unpopular and for good reason. Rule number 7, he doesn't negotiate boundaries. Boundaries expose reality. Just the tip. A boundary stated more than once is no longer a boundary. It's a request. And a repeated request teaches people that consequences are optional. Positive scenario. Let's say you state a limit once, calmly, clearly, lovingly. If it's crossed again, you enforce a consequence, lovingly but firmly. If it's a deal breaker, you walk away. Key point. If your values align, respect follows. If not, you dodged a bullet. Negative scenario. You explain, you justify, you beg or warn without even acting. Disrespect becomes normalized. She tests you more, pushes the boundaries further. Example, she speaks down to you. You let it slide. It happens again. You explain why it bothers you, but you do not inform her of any consequences. It happens again. Your self-respect collapses along with her attraction. Boundaries only work when they are enforced. Rule number 8. He responds slower than his impulse. This rule feels unnatural for anxious or anxiously attached men. Urgency signals insecurity. Calm pacing signals control. Just the tip. Attraction responds to tension, not simply availability. Positive scenario. You respond intentionally. You don't rush to reassure. She feels anticipation. Negative scenario. You reply instantly. You seek certainty. She feels no mystery. Example, she sends a short message. You immediately respond with paragraphs of text. She starts pulling back. Pacing creates the room for polarity, and even healthy women are more attracted to men whose feelings about them are unclear or uncertain, at least initially. Key point, women need that tension. Tension equals stimulation equals sexual attraction. All right, before I reveal the most surprising rule smart men follow that keep high-value women hooked. If you have found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much if you already have. Rule number 9, he accepts some women will dislike him. Oh, this is a man's true freedom. Just the tip. Trying to be liked by everyone makes you magnetic to no one. Rejection isn't failure, it's filtration. Positive scenario. You accept disinterest calmly, graciously, and you move on without resentment. You preserve your dignity. Negative scenario. You chase approval. You abandon your standards. You totally lose yourself to a woman. Example. You stay in situations where attraction is low or you know you're getting used or abused. You call it patience, but it's actually fear. Key point. Acceptance of rejection is a superpower. Are all women difficult to date? Absolutely they are. But some are grounded and mature and want to maintain attraction without conflict or drama. I know, it sounds crazy. Most men fail because they ignore patterns. Which of these 9 rules smart men follow hit you the hardest and why? Comment. Your story may help another man from wasting years of his life. Remember, you are not here to earn attraction or to negotiate respect or to fix fixer-uppers. You're here to build a life that a healthy woman wants to join. And by the way, if I have any spots available left available for my Inner Circle private membership, you can join or find out more about that by scanning the QR code or clicking the link in the pinned comment. Also, watch my videos on what women see as strong, sexy vulnerability versus weak, pathetic vulnerability. Lots of love. Big hug. God bless.